good, Jody?
Yes.
Okay, we are back in open session with staff and the board. It is 4:57. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes from November 14th, 2022. Danielle?
Maybe just making record that everyone who was present at the end of the close, or at end of open session, about 20 minutes ago is present, board members and public as well.
That in fact is an accurate statement. Yes, everybody that was present at the end of the open session before is now back in the room. All right, Danielle.
So I just want to make a motion to approve the minutes of the November 14th meeting with the following change. Ms. Shenwood recused herself from discussing and voting on the MOU with Cunningham Township. Mr. Kornstrom motioned to approve the memorandum. Right now it's inaccurate what happened. Otherwise, that's the only change, just to add that sentence at the very top, because it's the first thing that I said, and then to make it clear that it was Mr. Kornstrom who made the motion. That's my motion.
Okay.
Probably need a second.
I will second that. Is there any discussion? Jody, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Public participation. Seeing none. Correspondence?
No, we just had it.
Okay. Old business? New business, treasurer's report. Ron?
Financial statements as of the end of October, cash on hand was $8.8 million. Fund balance of a little over $8.1 million, representing 48% of the budgeted expenditures. That laying within the guidelines of our 25 to 50% of the annual expenditures. The end of the fourth month for the fiscal year had a surplus of just shy of $700,000 versus a budgeted year-to-date of negative $359,000. Total revenue was a little over $4.9 million, which is $687,000 under the year-to-date budget. Property taxes were over budget a little bit by $47,000. Revenues were under year-to-date budget, $634,000. Fee for services under year-to-date budget, $109,000. Expenditures were $4,266,000, which is $1.7 million under budget, mainly due to personnel and benefits. Contractual services, $130,000 under. Patient care, $114,000 under. Capital outlay, $488,000 under year-to-date budget.
Any questions for Ron? I would entertain a motion to place on file.
So moved.
Discussion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Do you have a report at all? No. Okay. Review of the November 2022 credit card statement. Any questions?
No questions.
Hearing none. Approval of payment to Board of Health appointees. I'll combine all three of these. Ron Fields, treasurer, the amount of $429.60. Check request 5204. Bruce Wyman, attorney for legal services, for $250. Check request 5139. And Bruce Wyman for legal services, $700. Check request 5140.
So moved.
Discussion. All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of payment for interagency agreement between CUPHD and Champaign Park District for the FY23 Arise Health Equity Program for $13,125. Check request 5233.
So moved.
Second. Discussion. All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of initial payment for interagency agreement between CUPHD and Rock Island County Health Department for FY23 IDPH Minority Health Refugee, Immigrant, and Migrant Capacity Building Program for $6,250. Check request 5236.
So moved.
Discussion. All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of 60% down payment to Straight Up Solar LLC of St. Louis, Missouri for installation of solar panels in the amount of $606,089.40. Check request 5192.
So moved.
Discussion.
Just a quick question. Then we're reimbursed for the solar installation, correct? Right, what percentage are we reimbursed?
So yeah, we'll get credits over the first 7 years. We were just looking at that aspect credits, and then after that, it's, I think what was it around
years?
Over the 25-year span, it's supposed to save the agency 1.1 million based on their estimates of increased electricity costs. So this is going to cover most of our power, but not all, just because the civil engineer pointed out some portions of the facility that probably did not need additional weight on it, based on the various phases.
Glad he was here to tell us that.
Yes,
That's good.
So we're, if this is a 60% down payment, we expect to get this back plus your number was a surplus or a gross?
that was a surplus. So
Surplus after payment for the panels.
yeah, so after 7 years is about the break-even point.
Okay.
For the upfront costs, for us to recoup that, so it's basically going from fund balance to savings and operational costs for the next 25 years.
Excellent. That's great.
We have a motion, a second, any other discussion? All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries. Approval of commercial lease agreement between CUPHD, the tenant, and McKinley Foundation at the University of Illinois, the landlord, for room 12 at 809 South Fifth Street, Champaign, Illinois, from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023 for $254,000, let me start over there, $2,544 per year or $212 per month.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Is this for services on campus or?
It's a sexual health clinic we have on campus. We
Okay.
primarily offer prep.
Okay. Thanks. That's all.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries. Adoption of government municipal public funds resolution between CUPHD and Prospect Bank of Champaign, Illinois, and approval of a certificate of deposit and corresponding signature card for $4,011,098.10. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I was
That's
a little confused.
Me off, too.
Well, I was a little confused at the million, so I wasn't expecting that dollar amount.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a quick question, are we moving our money here because we have a higher rate of return? Is that,
I'm sorry, what was that?
is this the first time we're opening an account with Prospect Bank and are we?
It's actually just a renewal.
What's that?
It's actually a renewal.
Oh,
It's
it's a
expired
renewal.
3 months and now we're renewing it.
Got it, okay,
The
thank you.
last time, the last meeting, or maybe one before that, we had 2 new banks
Yeah,
that we also put them in.
okay.
So it's accurate to say we're getting a CD for $4 million. How many month term CD is that?
3 months.
3 months. Okay.
And there's actually interest being paid right now.
I know.
Shocking.
Well, and any interest on $4 million is good interest.
About 37,000.
Really, for 3 months?
3 months?
That's good.
Well, that's the math.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's why I didn't understand it.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of clinical education affiliation agreement between CUPHD and the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois for the College of Applied Health Sciences Department of Kinesiology and Community Health.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Interns.
That's what it's for. All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of affiliation agreement between CUPHD and Northern Illinois University.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Interns.
All those in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of proposed dates for the 2023 monthly meetings and study sessions.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Everybody's good with the time and the...
It's the same, right? Yeah.
All those in favor,
Aye.
sign of aye. Aye. Opposed? That carries. Pending grant contracts. I don't have my, unfortunately.
We don't, I don't think there's any in there, I just always include.
No, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Our next meeting will be a study session on Wednesday, December 28th, 2022, if needed. Likely not, I'm hoping. Followed by a monthly board meeting on Monday, January 9th, 2023 at 4:30 p.m. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Second,
Second.
we are adjourned at 5:07.
I guess you could have waited since the whole board meeting took 6 minutes.
And we'll go to census.
Jeez. Wow.
Thank you. You got it. And then-
So Pat, does Ian have preliminary results for us, or should we just touch on base today?
Oh, he does, yeah. Doesn't Board
did, but I was looking at it,
Yeah.
I didn't peruse it yet.
He's got that, they reminded me he is another, I turned it off.
Oh, thank you.
Dave, you guys ready to roll?
I didn't think he would last time.
With the shelter?
Yeah.
It opened up today.
So you guys had AJ Tim services today?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're doing,
I think so, yes, relax.
Yeah.
Michael Gaines, he told him.
We're doing-
He died in the hospital.
sorry.
We're-
how long you guys-
You were not in this situation.
It just looked very comfortable.
You were
Thank you.
accommodating the
That's exactly
situation.
what it is.
Because-
So, yeah, I mean, we've got residents in there doing intakes, and it's good, it was chaos, I mean, it was absolute chaos.
Yeah.
And some of it was like just, you know, it's 7 AM, there was like a changing of the guard, which is so complicated. We don't have like all of our computers set up yet because they were